What's going on, guys? This is the Erie Better Beer Bureau back at you with another beer review. I'm Pat.
Mark?
And I'm Maury. Today we got a local beer for you from the brewery at Union Station. They don't normally bottle beer. A few months back, they recently hired on a new brewer. It's our opinion that the beer has been much improved since that happened. But they're doing a bottle release. This is an Imperial Stout that weighs in at 10% called Dark Shroud. It's going to be brewery only. There's only 100 bottles and 2 per person tomorrow. So we're going to get into this and we will let you know what we think about it.
Ooh.
Get a lot of coffee.
Yeah. A very rich coffee, a little bit of a cocoa.
A little bit of sweetness on the
Yeah,
nose too.
yeah.
You do get
almost
that
like
coffee-like
molasses
bitterness.
kind of
Yeah.
sweetness, yeah.
And I mean, you know, we're kind of familiar with their milk stout, Silk Bomb, and this,
Reminds me of it.
aroma is somewhat similar.
Yeah, I'm getting like molasses on the end and dark fruit, coffee.
A hint of a licorice, like an anise there on the end.
Yeah, it's almost like a brown sugar kind of smell. But yeah, definitely a nice roastiness. I'd say there's even a hint of a hop on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Smells like an Imperial Stout through and through.
Yeah.
And the head on this thing is pretty dark in color.
Oh, yeah.
Beer poured up pretty dark, as you guys saw.
It's
Real
got
nice-
the,
real
got
nice
the color
aroma.
of chocolate milk in the head, yeah.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Wow.
There's some of the hops. I
Yeah.
can taste some
Yeah.
hops. Roasty.
You know, I got waves of roast and waves of sweetness through that. And the flavor of this beer lingers.
It
Yeah.
does. Nice bitterness on
Yeah,
the end.
it kind of sits right on the tongue well after you're done sipping on it. But yeah, there's a nice, rich, round roastiness to this beer as you're drinking it.
I actually think it's pretty well balanced between the sweetness and the roast.
Yes.
And the mouth feels medium full. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, this beer clocks in at 10%. I'm not getting any kind of alcohol on it whatsoever.
No.
Getting no alcohol flavor. I'm not even getting any burn going down. Usually at 10% you can feel a little bit, but boy, it's well
Wow.
disguised.
I got some real, like, lingering, like, roasted malt bitterness on that last sip. Like, more so than the first couple. And again, on the taste, I'm going to come right out and say it. This beer reminds me of Silk Bomb. You know,
Yeah, it
it
does.
has some similar characteristics for sure.
It is very similar, but I think the richness of the roasty flavors are more pronounced in this beer
Oh,
than on
for
the
sure.
Silk Bomb.
I was just mentioning the similarities. Being
Yeah.
familiar with Silk Bomb, you know, I see some similarities between the two beers for sure.
Tell you what, this is it's impressed me. I mean, I wasn't sure what to expect. Hoping it would be at least as good as Silk Bomb, you know.
Right.
Like Pat says, balance is amazing. I mean, the aroma is pretty much just like the flavor. I mean, it has all the roast, the coffee, silky smooth, but it's got a nice mouthfeel. Yeah, it's just perfectly balanced. I'm going to give this a nice 4.25.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that score. This is an easy 4.25 out of 5 for me. It's a great representation of the style. You have just a nice, rich roastiness, and there's a nice, almost like a brown sugary sweetness that balances it out. This beer is real easy to sip on. It's got a great medium to medium thick mouthfeel, which is also great for the style. There's even a hint of a hop character to it that you can pick out as you're tasting here.
Pretty darn fresh.
It's a very fresh beer. The release date in bottles is soon, and but I'm actually very impressed with this beer. It's an excellent representation of the style, and it's a great seasonal beer for the winter. Nice, rich, roasty, and hearty.
Yeah. This is definitely a winner from Brewerie. You know, I don't know that they've ever brewed a beer this big coming out of those doors, but this is a good first effort. That's for darn sure. Yeah, I totally agree with your guys' score, 4.25. This is definitely and well above average Imperial Stout. You know, pushing the boundaries of being, near that elite level. This is an excellent beer. And like Pat said, I'll say it one more time. I said it in the review. I love the balance between the roasted malts and the sweetness, and it's just a great beer.
Mm-hmm.
Till next time, guys.
Cheers.